From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, Nicole, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Why are you on FML?
Well, could moving in with my sister be good or bad?
Oh, wow. Okay, you wrote us this, Nicole. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I've heard Roz talk about living with his brother in the same house but separate units. My partner and I, along with my sister and her husband, want to move into a duplex, so one house but split into two. I was wondering what kind of rules, boundaries we should have to make living next door to each other a little smoother.
Wow.
What sort of issues are you anticipating?
Well, a lot of people have come up to me and kind of said, living together is really hard. Even like going on a property together, your relationships can be ruined, and going in with family is like a terrible idea. And like,
who's saying this to you?
Like aunts and like uncles and stuff.
People who have never done it?
Yeah, people
Okay.
in the family.
Oh, okay. What is your relationship like with your sister?
With my sister, it's great. I mean, we rely on each other a lot. Like since like my mom passed away, we talk on the phone every day. She lives like 20 minutes like away from me right now, but I visit her like almost every day.
What are you sharing in that place? Anything?
It would only be like maybe the front porch, the backyard, the land aspect, but not in the house.
But other than that, it's two separate units.
Yeah.
So so you're neighbors then?
Neighbors, yes.
Yeah. The answers to your question, right, as far as what you need to do is there needs to be a understanding. Here's the first thing I would do is, whose name is the house going in?
It's going to be under like my sister and her husband.
So your sister and her husband. So you're not actually an owner of the house.
And in terms of it's going to be under like their name, so that it's like the first time home buyer will be for them. But we'll like, in terms of like documentation, like for legal reasons, like everything's going to be like stated that it's like all of us are putting in our money.
I mean, so your sister's going to own a house and you're going to be paying your sister rent.
Okay, so it should be all of us.
Because
then.
you're not building any equity in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it that way. Like if your sister and her husband want to buy a house and you just want to rent the other half of the house from them, that's fine, but it's their investment. They owe you technically nothing if they sell.
Okay.
So, and that is where a fight will happen, right? Like,
right. Okay.
Because what if they decide at some point, hey, we are going to sell because we want to live somewhere else, but they didn't, necessarily have that convo with you, and maybe you and your partner aren't ready to move or put you into a little bit of a bind, because then you're forced to find somewhere else to live or pay rent to whoever is going to buy the house, providing they're still going to let you live there.
Yeah, like you can put you and your sister on the house. Like me and my brother are on. We've been on the houses that we bought before, because then you both have an interest. Because where it all starts to fall to hell is when you don't set it up properly. Okay, so there is a joint account that you guys have to open, a bank account. In that joint account, you guys need to figure out exactly what the household expenses are. So you got mortgage, property tax, water, hydro, gas if you have it, Wi-Fi, anything else. Maintenance, right? Okay. All of those things are shared 100% 50-50. Even if you are like, I take showers, you take baths, baths use more water. All bills are 50-50. Okay, because it's the house. It's not you and them, it's the house. So all bills are 50-50, okay? Now, if they want, a premium cable station or whatever that you will never watch, then at the end of the month, they can kick in the extra $17 for that, okay? But all bills are 50-50. When it comes to maintenance on the house, meaning their side of the house gets a leak, you pay half. Your side of the house, the basement leaks, they pay half.
Okay. That's where people are coming and thinking that like the relationships will be ruined because like money wise, right?
No, because it's both of your investment.
Yeah, but I think
you're both
Nicole,
responsible.
It sounds like you haven't had this conversation with your sister, and this is what you guys need to talk about before looking for a place.
Let me tell you about the great part of this, okay? And Mocha's 100% right. These are conversations that you need to have. The great part of this is when my brother and I started doing this, when we bought our first place and we lived together, I was in a position in my life where I really, really needed to lean on him financially because I wouldn't be able to live in the place that I lived in, that we lived in, without him. And we had a lot of years where I was really, really lean. I did not make a lot of money. Okay. And I was sort of figuring stuff out. He was solid in his career. He had a good job and it worked. And he was there for me. So what happens is when somebody is doing well in that relationship, you're both doing well. Now, my brother he's an animation director and he works on contracts and he can sometimes go like 3-4 months in between contracts. He can go 3-4 months in between contracts knowing that he's not going to lose the house. Because I got him. I got him.
That's what I like. Me and my sister have leaned on each other for a while now. And that's one of the aspects that I really enjoy in terms of like leaning on each other because it feels like sometimes like we feel like individually that we feel like alone or that there's no help or no one, like no support. So knowing that we have each other.
I would suggest something that's going to be bold and maybe a little controversial.
Okay.
The house goes under your name and her name. The negotiation as far as how you split bills, what is required of the two of you is discussed between the two of you and leave the husbands out of it.
Okay.
Meaning you tell your husband the way it is, she tells her husband the way it is. And there's no argument. There's no debate. There's no negotiating.
That sounds good.
Make sense, Nicole?
Yep, got it. I wrote it all down.
I was just going to say, it sounds like you're writing stuff down. I like that.
I know it is.
That's okay. Listen,
Very
Nicole,
organized this way.
I'm the exact same way. I always got a pen on me, and I always got like a little notebook.
He does. That's so true.
I write everything down.
His tiny little notebook. It's the size of 2 credit cards.
I write everything down.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, boom.
Love it.
Life has just been fixed. All the best.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
What's going on, Jamie? It's time for FML. Why are you here?
My friends are dropping like flies.
Oh, wow. Jamie, you wrote us this. Short and simple. Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I'm losing all my friends from before my adult life, and I'm starting to wonder if everyone around you seems like an or am I really the
Wow. Why do you say that, Jamie?
Started with one friend, and that was understandable. And then there was another, like, understandable excuse.
When you say losing friends, like, does this come from they just sort of like you guys just sort of drift away, different interests, different paths, or are these ending in sort of like blowout fights? Like, what's going on? Why are you when the friendships end? How do you know they've ended?
So the most recent one was 2 of them in a big blowout.
Oh. First of all, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay. So what happened?
Because now it's 4 out of literally 6 of my closest friends.
Wow.
I invited them down to like a yearly vacation. We all go and we all like meet up in like a resort, and everybody from all over comes and we go hang out for a week, which is actually really fun. And this time we're the ones organizing it, so I'm inviting my friends as well. And the response I got was just, no, and I honestly understood that they have a baby now and like it might not be fun, but better invite them than not and have them find out. And it was just a response of, find it weird that we haven't spoken in a month and you decide to invite me and my family out of the country.
Okay.
Then she brought up the wedding that was 2 years ago as well.
Yeah.
What happened at the wedding? Whose wedding? Her wedding?
Her wedding.
What happened at the wedding? What'd you do?
I begged her for an invitation for my now boyfriend of 2 years that she was like, you're not even going to be together.
How long were you together? How long were you together when the wedding happened?
8 months.
I kind of side with your friend on that one.
Fine, but that was 2 years ago, and now we're like,
And she's still bringing up old stuff. Yeah.
Still salty.
And okay, so give us another example. Like, are friends just like, are you just losing touch with people? Like, what's going on here?
Or are there like fights and then you don't talk?
Well, I moved away for school and I met the guy and I stayed here.
Right. Are you the center of the friend group?
No, I don't think there is a center of the friend group.
No, but like, are you the organizer when it comes to things? Are you the one that is always reaching out to people as a group?
I would say yes, but I don't want to seem like I'm not like.
So this may be less to do with you and more to do with people have grown from the group.
Okay.
Right? Where when you say, hey, let's do this big group thing, like when the one thing that does happen when you get older, a little bit older, is a lot of times those group things, especially when there's multiple dynamics, like maybe one-on-one, you guys would be fine. Like if you just said, hey, do you want to go for lunch? You may get a different reaction. But trying to get the group together, there's a lot of personalities in that group. And some people, when you get to 27, you get to a point of your life where you're like, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with that person's stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like it may not be a you thing. It may be that to them, you're the group.
Okay. So how do I, I'm worried about bringing this onto the next friend group and still being, all the things that they're saying about me that for the next friend.
Right. But I would just don't worry about the group. Okay. Because it doesn't seem like they are. I would worry about the individual friendships that matter the most to you. And if it means you doing solo outings with, one or two of the people in the group at separate times, I think you're worried that people are going to get mad because they weren't included and all of this stuff. Like you gotta manage your own friendships, right? Forget about the group. Just concentrate on the individuals.
Okay.
But
I'm asking if I should do some serious self-reflection or if I am the problem.
Maybe you are.
Are you?
Are you?
I don't think so. My family really, really likes this boyfriend, and I really like him. And I think I've done a lot of growth and maturing and all. I don't know. I don't even want to sound like, I think I'm 40 years old and I'm only not even 30.
Do your friends like your boyfriend?
I don't know.
They
don't like your boyfriend.
They don't like your boyfriend.
You just don't want to say it.
But that doesn't matter. I don't care if they like him.
Okay, but they don't want to hang out with him.
So what?
So guess what? If you got a boyfriend that they don't like and you're like, hey, do you want to go away for the weekend with me and my boyfriend? It's no all day.
But why should I be faulted if they don't like him?
Well, that's why you don't plan these things then.
Why don't they like him?
Because they say that I've changed.
Okay, how do they say you've changed?
We used to go clubbing and partying in Toronto when we were 20, and now I don't, and I have life.
But you're just telling me that the woman with the kid didn't want to go because she's got a kid and everything now. Your friends have grown up.
I think you're just longing. I think you are just longing for that friendship that you once had before everyone got into relationships and life started taking over.
Absolutely. But
yeah,
I feel like
that doesn't happen. That doesn't exist.
No, I also think that they don't like your boyfriend, and I think that you are too concentrated on the group and not the individuals. And if you haven't taken the time to sort of make sure that the individual friendships that you have within that group are rock solid, the group will crumble.
Okay.
Yeah, focus on the individual as opposed to everybody. Okay?
I think that's what I'll take away from this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, thank
All right,
you.
Jamie?
All right, love.
Yeah, bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Sharon, hello, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hello.
All right, welcome to FML.
Sharon, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I'm separated from my husband and going through mediation. It ended amicably, but I now have sour feelings after he and our friends betrayed me. I'm curious on how mean or nice should I be to him during the separation. Question 1, do you have any kids?
No.
You do not? Okay, cool. That changes a lot then.
What was the betrayal?
So 3 days after I moved out, he told me, hey, you should still live with this one friend of ours that I know that she's looking for a place to live. I'm like, sure, let's do it. She comes over to look at apartments with me. We go downstairs to my mom's basement, and then I find out that her and my ex have developed feelings for each other.
Oh.
Got it. All right. So is that why he then, you think, is the reason why the separation happened?
Oh, no. It ended for many other reasons. Like, pretty much he doesn't like my personality. He doesn't think that we have enough similar interests, so he never really actually liked me, and he kind of lied about wanting children.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
And how long had you been married for?
6 years.
Wow.
Okay, so when you said that you're curious how mean or nice you should be during the separation, like, do you mean during the process of the separation or post-separation?
I'm talking about the actual mediation portion, like on how much I should take from him.
Oh, well, are you
looking to be vengeful, or are you looking for this just to be done in a fair manner and quickly so that you could just move on with your life?
I'm not going to lie. It started going towards vengeful, and I'm like, oh, man, maybe I shouldn't do this to him.
But what are your options in a situation like this? Because when you have no kids, did you own a house together?
No, thankfully we didn't own a house.
Okay,
the thing is that he did have a business.
Okay, so what are who's assisting you with the mediation?
So right now we have a mediator. We've already paid her. We just have to pick a date.
Okay, but you don't have anybody there with you, right? It's just the two of you and the mediator.
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Okay. So what has the mediator told you that you are legally entitled to?
So far, actually, I've spoken to a lawyer so far.
Yeah.
The advice that they've given me is like, yeah, I'm technically entitled to half of everything. I'm aware, though, that, like, here's the thing. Like, I can go after his truck, all his tools, and that's going to give me quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to put him in a very bad situation.
Do you work?
Yes, I do.
You do. Do you make more money than he does?
No, he makes quadruple my pay, so that's where, like, I don't feel too bad.
Right. Okay. So I think that in any of these situations, I always lean on the side of what is legal and what is fair. I sort of get bent out of shape when somebody starts getting vengeful in these situations, especially when the thing that you're pissed off about didn't really have anything to do, as you just said, of why you broke up. Right? You're pissed off that he has feelings for your friend, but you just said that had nothing to do with the reason you broke up. Right? Yeah. So you're taking feelings about something that happened after two adults decided to not be together again to then sort of, seek revenge for something that you're feeling now as opposed to something that led to the end of the marriage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And is that the best thing to do?
No, and you know what? This helps because, like, honestly, that was like my problem. It's like, oh my gosh, like, should I seriously let go of all these like negative feelings towards that and move on? But,
I get it. You're pissed off and it sucks and it hurts and a marriage is over. But you just said that you're pissed off because he has feelings for a friend. That's awful. Like, it's gross. Like, find another woman, right? But none of that happened according to you while you were together.
No, it just happened 2 weeks after I left the house. So I know, like, in the end of the day, it was over, and he hurt me and she hurt me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know, and you're looking to hurt him back, and you don't have a lot of tools to hurt him back, but you can hurt him back financially, right?
I don't know. I think if you go down that road, it's going to be a lengthy process. I'm with Roz. Just do it the fair way and get what is owed, I guess. What's the most fair for everybody involved, and then just focus on moving on with your life.
Yeah, I guess in a way, like that's where I'm at. Where taking his tools and taking his whatever I'm owed on the vehicle is technically, according to the law, what is fair to me. Mm-hmm. I guess in this point, it's like, do I just want to be nicer to him and just say, like, no, you know what, I don't want to deal with that and just move forward?
Well, that is a question that you're going to have to answer.
Yeah.
I would never tell somebody to, like, if you're going to be in some sort of financial trouble, the reason that these laws are set up is to prevent somebody from falling too hard after one of these situations, because people on the other side can be pricks too, right? Yes. But that said, when you start making this a longer process and you start looking at things like the business and the tools and everything else, you're also keeping your ex in your life for longer than maybe you want him there for.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just get it over and done with. Fair way.
Sounds good.
All right, Sharon?
All right, thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.